What's up, gang? Today we back with another YouTube video, and today we're gonna do like on a mukbang type beat, but you know, like nothing serious. We're just gonna be talking about some regular daily life stuff. So let's talk about first off what we did this week. Today it is, oh y'all, it is so crazy. 111, God bless. I got my vision board as my wallpaper. I recommend you do the same. You know, eventually, to live this vision, you got to see the goal that you're trying to reach. And I also got my vision board put up like on my wall. But today's Friday, so we're going to talk about everything I did this week. And then we're going to get into just basically some regular life shit. I just made me a burger with some fries. I got bacon, grilled onions. It's a shrimp burger. Like, it's meat on it as well, but it's shrimp. Like, it's a stuffed shrimp burger. Like, I don't know if y'all ever had that, but y'all should definitely try it. Y'all know we back in the y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. So on Monday, I don't really remember too much of what I did Monday. I was really just recovering. I was running in the house. I was trying to get back to y'all. I don't really drink cold. Oh shit. It's like a chemist in this bitch. As I was saying, I don't really remember too much of what I did this week. I did have my wisdom teeth removed last Thursday, so I kind of just been, and then this weekend we celebrated my little brother's birthday, so I've kind of just been, you know, really just recovering from that, really, because I never had a chance to really lay down. Whenever I can't remember what I'm doing during the week, I just go through my camera roll, to be honest. But I'm looking here, so on Monday is when I started looking into land. I started doing a lot of research on land properties. I actually want to go ahead and start to buy my first piece of land on my birthday. Owning land at 19. And then on Tuesday, just chilling in the house, still recovering. Actually started doing a little bit more research on my clothing brand, actually, that it will be coming soon. So Wednesday and Thursday, I was not only just studying for my CDO, but I was also editing YouTube videos. And hopefully we'll go ahead and get those out soon. Y'all, I love my fries crispy. If they don't got that, when you buy them to them, keep them. My ketchup, I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but I mix my ketchup up with hot sauce. It could just be because I'm from New Orleans, so I like it like that. Oh, so go ahead and speaking of, we're gonna start off with my wisdom teeth surgery. Damn, shit got dark. Should I open the door? Fuck, y'all. This is a whole ass process. 1 second. And we're back. Okay, so yeah, with the wisdom teeth surgery, before I do something, I like to do a lot of research on it because I like to understand what I'm getting myself into. Now, I know a lot of people don't because they don't like anticipated pain or things like that. And I personally don't either. A lot of people exaggerated it. I'm not going to lie. And everyone does have a different pain tolerance level. You got to remember that. But personally, I'd give it a 5 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10. They give me a lot of medicine. I'm not going to lie. I was probably taking about 18 pills, anywhere from 16 to 18 pills for the first 3 days. Just with all the different pills they give you. And then, you know, with Tylenol and ibuprofen, you have to take that like every 6 hours. So I definitely was taking a lot of pills. But I'd say like once the medicine wore off, I get that shit an 8 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie. That pain was kicking. The throb was throbbing. And I got all 4 removed. Most people only get 1 or 2 or 3. I got all 4. Yeah. It wasn't really more of the pain that was the biggest part for me. It was more of just the healing part. Now, granted, it's only been a week, so I am still healing. But after the 3rd day, I was back eating regular. And I know you aren't supposed to do that. I just put my faith in God. I personally wouldn't recommend it to anyone because everyone's body also is different. I just have a body that heals very, very fast. I really do. But one thing I can say out of all of it was probably the side effects of the medicine, honestly. It made me feel really bad. I remember the doctor said, he said, we're going to give you some laughing gas. We'll put the IV in you, and then we'll go ahead and get started. It shouldn't take no longer than an hour. For me personally, it was about a blank, and I was back up. I was only in the back for 45 minutes total. If you are going to go ahead and get done, I wouldn't say really be scared. I did see a lot of, drink pineapple juice. It'll help with the swelling. I can't really say if it helped or not because, you know, I drank a lot. I personally did drink a lot of pineapple juice, and I didn't swell that much. I really didn't. I still have like a little bit of swelling, but nothing major. That's normal up until 2 weeks after. So after about a week, maybe 2 weeks after, you shouldn't really have any swelling left. I did see a lot of doctors say that you shouldn't drink pineapple juice. Just a lot of reviews that I was seeing from actual people who are under the knife, they actually have drunk the pineapple juice. So I just went ahead and I took a leap of faith when I drank the pineapple juice, but hey, so clearly the light cutting off on us is going to be a thing, okay? That's clearly something we're going to be dealing with. Definitely on my locking journey. I usually do barrel. This is my first time doing 2-strand. and leaving it in. I have had 2 straight in one day, but it was only for a couple hours. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm a talkative person. I don't know if you can tell. I can talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. Sometimes I do get to the point where it's just like, Josh, throw the key away. You know? I mean, for the most part, I can just talk all day. I use my experiences in my personal life. I know things that I don't ever want to go through again. So I use that to know how to go around it and avoid it. And I take those experiences as just a lesson from God, or, you know, just a teacher from God. Like, do different. Like you know that this isn't gonna work for you, or you know that you don't like how this makes you feel, or you know you don't like how this looks, so just don't do that again, or don't go about this way, or don't accept certain things because you know what it'll turn into in the long run. I've had a lot of people who I've out of love, who I've let push the limits, who I should not have let. Whew, that mother right there, boy, I did my shit in that kitchen. What? I just let me cook. I just cooked, bro. He just cooked. Chef Jay in the building. Hey, boy, stop playing. One thing about it, y'all, I really love crunchy ice. Like the little chewy ice. You give me that, you have my heart. I've always had confidence as a young boy. Like, my mom always, and my dad always instilled that into me growing up. Like, you're him. No matter what nobody say, you're him. You ain't got to wear designer, you're him. You ain't got to have name brand, you're him. Like, my parents always instilled that into me as a young person. That's how I am. That's how I am who I am today. And a lot of people, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of people who have, like, they'll tell me, oh, you don't got designer on. I'm still saying my fit is fine. I'm just saying. I don't got designer on, but my fit is fine. My shoes cost $125. Yours cost $1,000. I look better than you. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all, I forgot to put in my food. I'm so ecstatic to go ahead and record for y'all. I'm trying to work on cursing, y'all. Oh, yeah, my friends always come to me like, ask me for advice and stuff. So if y'all ever want to talk, hey, listen, man, I'm a very genuine person. If you ever need to talk, just DM me and be like, yo, what up, Josh? Like, oh, one thing I will say, live your life, man. Live your life. It's random as fuck. I took my first solo trip last month in December, and I don't regret it. Not one bit. I don't regret a bit of it. I don't. I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous as hell. I was terrified. I was petrified. I was like, Mom, I don't want to go no more. I was like, man, like, I'm not gonna know what to do, this, that, and that. Like, I'm like, man, I'm not gonna know nobody. Bruh, this thing's so loose, it keeps sliding up. Hold on, y'all. There we go. I was genuinely scared to go on my first solo trip. And when I tell you, I went and I had a ball. I got back and I talked about Florida for about the next 3 weeks after that. I ain't gonna lie. I got back from Florida. Y'all, genuinely, no, I'm not kidding y'all. No BS. And I talked about Florida for the next 3 weeks. I know my Instagram was talking to me. I reposted that recap about 3 times. I ain't lying to you. Maybe 4, 5. And I just say do it. I've had people come and ask me like, oh, like, how was it? I said it was amazing. There's certain things in life that you just will never no matter how much you prepare for it, you'll never be ready unless you just do it. And that's one of those things, like, I just say that to do this, like, I just say this for anything in life. Like, I seen a interview with Tom Holland, and he said, turn your nervousness into excitement. Ever since then, and I saw this in about, it was October, it was September, or it was October. I tell y'all, once I saw this, I was like, that's gonna stick with me forever. And since then, it has stuck with me. I have never forgotten. Every time I get nervous, I say, I'm not nervous, I'm excited. I ain't nervous, I'm excited. I was excited for my trip, but I was also still nervous. Now, it's unrealistic to say you'll never be nervous, but instead of being worrisome, be excited, be ecstatic, be ready. Be ready to face this new experience or a journey that you've never been on before. Be ready for it. Don't be scared of it. Be ready for it. Conquer it. You take that trip and you make it your bitch. You take that trip and you make it yours. You make it what you want it to be. It's same thing with clothes, same thing with a fit. I could go throw on some designer. I got designer clothes, but I can also go throw some Air Max on and still be just as fly. It's about how you rock the clothes, not the clothes that you rock in. When you learn that, everything's about self-confidence, and you putting God first in life, you'll always succeed. Nobody can tear you down, and no matter what you do. You can be the only person to believe in your dreams, and everyone can tell you it will never work out. Never, ever, ever. Never forget the vision that you're having. Like, me and my mom were just having a talk, and she said, God gives you your vision. He doesn't give it to everybody else. So if you wake up one day and you say, this is something I feel like God is telling me to do, don't go tell everybody. I mean, go tell the people who you think will support you. Mind you, Don't expect everyone to support you. No one's required to support you. Your own parent doesn't have to support you. You gotta learn to support yourself. You gotta learn to believe and have faith in yourself. You also have faith that God will take care of everything. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ran up $10,000 in 3 months. And some of y'all might be like, that ain't shit. But for me, that was my first time running up $10,000 in 3 months. I had never done that before. So for me, I'm over here, I'm splurging. I'm having a ball. I'm like, fuck this, I'm rich. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be real with you. I'm like, fuck this, I got money. And I'll tell you right now, I wish I could go back and not do that shit. I'ma forever be well. I also have parents that'll support me through anything. And it could be my last dollar. And if I see a person on the street and they're hungry and the spirit is telling me, feed that person, I'll get them my last dollar. I'll scrape up some change out of my car and take that dollar and go get them. If it's just a hash brown from McDonald's, I'll do it. Because I am fortunate to be able to go home and make me a peanut butter jelly sandwich if that's what I have to do. So I always make sure I say, like, I don't like to see people be nasty or rude to those who are less fortunate. And honestly, it disgusts me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I have definitely stopped being friends with a couple people behind that. I'm sorry, I can't get behind it. No one is above no one. But yes, I am about to start CDL school, and I'm very proud of myself. I honestly am. Like, never would have seen myself driving trucks. My grandpa drive trucks, my dad drive trucks, my cousins drive trucks, my uncles, aunts, all my family drive trucks, but I never saw myself driving. And here I am today, studying for CDL school, which I start February 3rd, which I will succeed. Okay, I'm going to come back on March 21st. I'm going to drop a video on March 22nd. March 21st is when I finish school. I'm going to come back March 22nd. I'm going to have that card. I'm going to make everything on my vision board this year come true. I said I was going to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I will. So, y'all, I live in Houston, right? But Houston is very polluted. New Orleans is polluted as well. But in New Orleans, I can see the stars. In Houston, we can't see no stars. I love nature. Like, I just love things that God created. Go and sit out, like, by a river that's got a nice waterfall, pretty rocks. Hey, that's life for me. So the fact that I can't look into the sky and see stars while in Houston, it actually does. But, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all, I have a lot of, like, cosmetic issues with my car, but I love my car. I drive a Nissan Maxima. Got the moonroof, paddle shifters. Everything's just in here is just perfect. Like, I love this car. Like, I do sadly want a new car. Not sadly. I just want to, you know, put someone better for yourself in life as time goes on. I do want a new car, don't get me wrong. But I'm also fine with this car. I mean, this car has been through a lot, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely had a period where I was very ungrateful, and God showed me just how grateful I need to be. So through life, I've been through a couple experiences. I know everyone has their own experience of, you know, what brought them to God. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and tell y'all just one experience that I've actually had that really opened my eyes. It's a little cold in this mug. So yeah, one thing that I went through that really opened my eyes to how real God is was one day I was sitting with my friends. And y'all don't look at me crazy, but we've all had this moment. I was sitting with my friends and we was just talking at the school. We all heard early release, so we just talking in the parking lot, just chilling. So I was just telling my friends how I'd be like, man, like, my mom make me mad. Like, I just hoping one day I get into a wreck or something, and she just feel guilty. Like, she just feel guilty. That's what I said, right? God forbid it happen again. So a week later, my mom had went out of town for a work gig. So it's a Friday, October 20th, 2023. I'm on the way home. Me and my friends, we going out. So I'm like, you know what? Like, yeah, we going to a football game. We go to the school football game. I'm coming home. I'm on the phone with my homegirl. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go home. I'm finna go shower, this, that, and that. My other homegirl, she texted me. I'm like, yeah, something telling me, don't be texting and driving. This was God literally showing me just how real he was. He purposely put me in this position so I could snap back into reality. Before that, I've had incidents where I knew God was real. I had lost my way. He brought me back to him. Y'all keep breaking up. I'm such a horrible storyteller. But yeah, my homegirl texted me or whatever. I end up pulling over to the side of the curb. Me and my homegirl on the phone, I end up hanging up while I'm still texting my other homegirl. I can go to put my car back and drive. You know, I'm getting back on I'm in my neighborhood. Like, I'm right up the street. White Jeep Laredo coming to the stop sign. They coming this way and I'm coming forward. So I stop, she stopped. I get to going. Yeah, I'm halfway in the street. I look up, I look over. Boom, my rear passenger door. I slide all the way to the other side. So in my head, it's like a million thoughts racing. I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm like, somebody trying to hit me. I'm like, somebody out to get me. I ain't got no ops. But I'm like, oh my God, somebody trying to get me, y'all. Like, it's my first time ever being in a wreck, y'all. So I didn't know you wasn't supposed to move. I'm moving my car because I'm like, she kind of started backing up. I have multiple thoughts running through my head. I'm like, she either finna try to run into me again. I'm like, this bitch trying to fuck me up. Also, in the other side of my head, I'm like, oh my God, she trying to run away like this girl. I'm like, you ain't running away. I start to drive. She get to following me. But y'all, mind you, I just got hit while I'm in the middle of the street. So I'm thinking she already was stopped. I'm like, bro, what the? So I hurry up, I turn. I didn't realize the window was busted, y'all. Cause I was gonna follow her, right? I take a picture, I'm like this out the, you know? I'm like this. I zoom in or whatever. I take my little picture of her license plate. So I'm calling my mom over and over and over. She working. When she working, her phone is on mute. She can't answer the phone. I'm not thinking about her working. I'm like, she out of town. I know she out of town, but I ain't thinking about her working. I'm like, mom, pick up. I probably call my mom like 26 times. No cap. I get to call my dad. I'm like, Dad, like, he ain't answering that first. It took my dad like 3 phone calls to answer. I'm like, Dad, I just got in the red. I don't know what to do. She brought her dad out there to try to play me. I'll never forget this. Hey, but look, God gonna bless me times 10. So I'm like, Dad, I didn't got hit. He like, give me 1 second. He called me right back. He like, make sure you call the police. I call the police. Police get there. We tell the police what's going on. Mind y'all, long story short, insurance never paid me. We waited a month for the police report. Police put in a police report. Both parties ran a stop sign. I just told y'all, I stopped, she stopped, I went, she hit me. Did I not just say all that? Yeah, I basically explained that to him with way more detail. So for that police officer to go put in the police report of both parties stated the other ran a stop sign, I never stated she ran a stop sign. She stopped. She just started going while I was still in the street. I was without my car for 2 months because my door was bash changed. Yeah, I ended up changing my door myself. No biggie. Cosmetic issues. Engine good. I do gotta go get an oil change soon now that I said that. But, you know what I'm saying? Nothing big. I learned just how serious God is. And just how what you say can come like just like that. Watch what you pray for. Watch what you hope for. It's now 2:07, y'all. Rod Wave is probably my favorite artist. Tootsie was definitely my favorite artist at one time. But 2020, I was on Tootsie heavies. I was on Rod Wave 18, but 2020, I was on Tootsie heavy. I was on Tootsie. I started getting on Tootsie like 2019. But they've always been my top 2. Since I first discovered Rob in 2018, he's been here. They singers, but they're rappers. Rod Wave be rapping. Like this nigga's hard as fuck. Tootsie, he be singing, but this nigga started off as a rapper. I don't know nothing about that RIP 2.0. Like, I just paid by the band for one of my tools. You think I'm gonna I just came back from New York, I did from another label, but the other label said the other labels ain't do shit for their roster. I answered like, yes, ma'am, and I do it because, bitch, I was raised by grandma. Bag, nigga, my sister a dancer. Like, what? This nigga so hard. That is it for today's video. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and we is out. Peace. Yeah.